Opening of trial, mock trial 4-day program, mock trial procedure, handout from classroom to court. Please rise. The Court of the Second Judicial Circuit Criminal Division is now in session. The Honorable Judge Neil Madison presiding.
Thank you, Mr. Cuneo. Everyone can please be seated, besides the jurors. Mr. Cuneo, please swear in the jury.
Members of the jury, please raise your right hand. Do we see the jury? Where's the jury?
You can't, but just assume you can.
Okay. Please
They're
raise
doing
your
it.
right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly listen? Oh, that's actually towards Neela. That's on me. No, actually, no, this is the jury. I'm sorry. Again, first time law. First time doing law, everyone. First time
good.
doing law.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thank you.
You're doing great, Danny.
That's how you knew you're doing poorly. Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly listen to this case and render a true verdict and a fair sentence as to the defendant?
They said they do. I see them in the Discord. They said they do. They said their hands are up.
You may be seated.
Mr. Cuneo, what is today's case?
Your Honor, today's case is the Republic of Faded Comedy versus Ify Nwadiwe.
Is the prosecution ready?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready?
Yes, we are.
Great. I was worried. The prosecution, if you will give your opening statement, please.
Absolutely, Your Honor. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am Mike Malloy, lead prosecutor here for Faded Comedy. Tonight, my office intends to prove that the defendant knowingly and willingly conspired with his stream's chat to cheat the contestants and the viewers at home from a fair spelling bee. He knowingly rebroadcasted, retransmitted, and redistributed Faded Stream without their express written consent. Now, I'm just a simple man, a small town lawyer from here in Los Angeles, California. But to me, it looks clear as day, ladies and gentlemen. If he deceived you once, and he and his attorney will have no qualms about doing it again today. The witnesses we will bring before you as well will provide evidence, as well as
Your Honor, I'd like to object. If you could instruct the prosecution not to make comments on my own honesty towards the jury that is not within the bounds of legal
rules. He said
rules.
I had a cop face earlier today, which is obviously not true. I have
thank you for putting that on the record.
Mr. Morgan, continue, please, prosecution.
Did we freeze?
We just crashed.
I thank God sustained my objection.
Oh no, the prosecution has concluded their opening statement. All right, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. Don't really believe in God, but if I did, we'd know he likes justice and didn't like that opening statement.
What happened? Drew fucking did another cyber attack against me?
Well, now he's just throwing accusations around blindly. Mike, I don't even know how to use Twitch. Do you think I can do that? Your Honor, I will allow the prosecution to finish their opening statement, even though you told me that it was over.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
No, I was pretty much done. Like,
anything else,
if he's guilty as hell, I'm gonna just run wild on him. It's gonna be fun as hell. Let's do it.
All right, then on to the defense opening statement, please, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, Your Honor. You know, the prosecution is correct about one thing. This case is about justice. It's justice for my client, the rightful faded spelling bee champion, Ify Nwadiwe. Mike didn't even know how to say his last name. That's why he didn't say it. And Ify deserves that you learn his last name, Mike, and he deserves justice. His name has been dragged through the mud, and you will see from the evidence presented that this is a witch hunt, a miscarriage by a miscreant magistrate throwing misdemeanors around more than my mama, rest her soul, threw around Bible verses. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and friends beyond the binary, I'm but a humble Southern gentleman, actually from a small town. But I can keep track of three things. And I want you to remember these three things as we progress here tonight. Number one, the prosecution wanted a trial before there was ever a crime even committed or alleged to have been committed. I will show you that Mr. Malloy wants blood more than he wants justice. Those of you who were here last week remember him saying that he was a lawyer by transitive property. So you know that A, he just makes shit up, and B, he really likes this little kangaroo court cosplay party. And that's what he's really after, playing lawyer. But he has no real evidence. And that's number 2. There's no real evidence. Mr. Malloy will show you what he purports to be proof that Ify cheated, when in fact, all he will show you is that people posted messages to him. There will be no proof that Mr. Nwadiwe read or used these messages. None. And in fact, I will show you mounds of evidence leading you to conclude that he did not read nor use these messages. And then number 3, finally, I will show you that the prosecutor's office has had it in for my client for some time. I will show you evidence that Mike Malloy has accused Ify of multiple crimes on multiple occasions. So keep those 3 things in mind, will you? For my mama's sake.
What? Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you.
All right, we will continue then with the prosecution's direct examination. Will Mr. Malloy and Miss Liz tell their side of the story? Prosecution, you may call your first witness.
Okay, let's do it. Let me check my witness list here real quick. And all right, the prosecution calls Nitz to the stand.
Will the
Can you
witness
hear
please
me?
stand to be sworn in by the bailiff, please?
I have to? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's America.
I'm not wearing like I'm wearing quarantine pants.
Don't make her stand up. She doesn't have to stand. Put your hand up.
No, you don't have
Oh,
to
what's
stand.
happening
You have to
right
just
now?
you just
Put
have to
your
raise
hand
your
up.
hand.
Oh, I could do
Yeah,
that.
no.
Nits.
Am I swearing on a Bible? Can
If
it
you
be
No, you can
Bible?
swear on
You can
whatever.
swear on whatever.
Let's go.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Jesus, Horatio Christ?
Moses, yes.
Then proceed.
All right. Thank you very much, Nitz, for being here with us today. For the record, can you just state your full name and profession for the jury and the court?
It's Nitzan Bluestein, and I do things.
Okay. Well, you were a contestant on last Friday's show, were you not?
Correct.
Fantastic. And going into this, you assumed you were going to get a fair contest, did you not?
Objection,
Yeah.
Your Honor. He's leading the witness.
Oh, come on, Drew.
Drink. Drew, you got a drink? Or wait, no, Neela's got a fucking Neela, you got one sec. Yeah, Neela, you gotta be the one to tell him bullshit or not.
You want this to go fast or slow, Neela?
We will go at the speed of
Overruled.
justice.
No, wait, no, you gotta say overruled or sustained.
Yeah.
Oh, sustained.
Okay. You have to
Continue.
ask again, Mikey.
Sustained as in you're siding with Drew?
Oh my God! Do you know what sustained? What sustained is?
That's some bullshit.
Sustained
No,
is I
just,
agree with
sustained
him.
is in like I can't
agree with
believe that
him.
you're saying that. Fine.
Sustained
So,
is I
Nitz,
agree with him.
Nitz, going into it, would you have thought any of the other contestants were using improper means to gain a competitive advantage?
No, I thought we were all going in trying to win fairly.
Because it would be childish to steal a drunk spelling bee, would it not?
Yeah, it would be lame as hell.
So if somebody was giving answers on the screen, you would consider that cheating, correct?
Yes, 100%.
When did you find out that if he had cheated?
Directly after I had received some video evidence from some sources showing Ify's chat spell the word for him, which directly lined up with how long it took him to pause before he spelled a word.
Okay, and that was sent to you by multiple sources, correct?
I saw it, yes, multiple people had sent this to me.
And did you ever go onto the Twitch channel yourself and check that out?
No, I did not.
Okay. Hey, listen, I don't want to say that it's firsthand knowledge, but were you sent clips that you did view and see that that did line up with what they were saying?
I was sent clips and they looked incredibly legit. And I recognized one of the people in the chat as a legit Twitch user that I've seen in Ify's chat before.
Ooh. Do you care to name this person, or?
I completely forgot their username, or I would.
Super fair.
Fair enough.
That's super fair.
Yeah.
You want to lead?
I got nothing else.
You got nothing else? Yeah, we have no further questions, Your Honor. If the prosecution or the defense would like to proceed.
Does the prosecution have any more witnesses to call?
Oh, no. So he has to, doesn't he cross-examine?
Give him
Yes.
a chance.
Would the defense like to cross-examine Mr. Malloy as witness?
Yes, please, Your Honor. Thank you. Hello, Ms. Nitz. You stated that you had several sources. Did these people reach out to you independently?
Yes, they had reached out to me to tell me that Ify had cheated.
Why did they reach out to you specifically?
Objection, speculation.
She speculated the whole time, Liz. You told me to give Mike a break.
That's not speculation. She received video clips that she
How
could
is she
review.
to know why these people sent them
Sustained.
to her?
Mr. Malloy, this is not a talk show. Continue, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's fine.
We won? Oh, okay. So, Drew, you got a drink. We won.
I drink, buddy. He loves those rules.
Yeah.
You guys getting that feedback?
You might be getting some popping from mine. There's some cooking going on.
Oh, yeah, having fun for the extended birthday. Go ahead and mute you, my friend. Mute yourself for now, my friend.
Okay, I'll do that for you.
Appreciate that.
Anybody that isn't speaking, just mute yourself for the time being.
This isn't it
Wait, do I
true?
have to answer that question? Was that yes? I don't know. No.
You do not.
Go ahead. Cool.
Cool. Nitz, you and Ify had a little banter back and forth during the spelling bee, correct?
I wouldn't call it banter.
What would you call it?
I would call him Zoom bullying me.
He was Zoom bullying you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I would call it.
I'm sorry to hear that you feel that he was Zoom bullying you. Did you take that personally?
Let's go with yes.
You took it personally when he Zoom bullied you.
Let's go with that. Yes.
You did not believe he was cheating during the spelling bee, which is why you didn't raise that.
I would never assume such a negative thing was happening from someone whom I respected. Emphasis on the ED.
Yeah, you were past tense until someone sent you these videos.
Yes.
Now, on these videos,
Thank
did you
you.
see Mr. Nwadiwe reading the correct words?
I definitely didn't see him looking at the camera when
Thank
he
you.
was spelling these words.
Thank you. I have no more questions.
All right. Does the
Let me know when it's fair to interject my legal counsel.
I will, my
You
friend.
can't bully the witness.
Well, I'm not going
Oh,
to bully you, but I just want to point out there's been two.
We will
very
have our.
wrong
We will
things.
have. We
You
will have
gotta
our
trust
chance,
Drew.
my friend.
If I could say anything,
Yeah, why-
Drew is in control of this and crushing it. And so just have a little faith.
Oh, I
and
have
it'll
all
go
the
a
faith in the
long
world.
way.
in
I'm a
Drew.
corporate
I love
lawyer,
this man.
y'all. I have absolutely nothing compared to him.
Liz, I'm gonna be
You are
honest.
no,
When you
Liz,
sit
don't
down,
do that.
it
You're a
freaked
very
me out.
talented lawyer. You have
Yeah.
no evidence. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
evidence for you to.
It's
Sorry, I'll shut
already
up.
going way better.
You
for Mike
haven't?
than it would
Okay.
have.
First of all,
Order
Kenny,
in the
mute
court.
everybody that
Order in the
isn't.
court.
Mute,
Mr.
mute
Malloy,
one of these
fair.
witnesses.
Shh, order. She called order. She's
Okay.
the judge.
Mr. Malloy,
Mhm.
Miss Liz, would you like to call a second witness?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to call Steve to the stand, please.
Will Steve please raise his right hand?
This one.
Steve,
Yeah.
please raise your right hand. Which
It's
is
up.
already-
My hand is raised.
Shit. Okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Canadian God?
Yeah. Yes. Neil Young. Sure.
Proceed.
Now, Mr. Slidlowski, could you state your name and occupation for the record?
Yeah. My name is Steve Sladkowski, and I am somehow a year into this pandemic still a professional musician.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Now, you were a contestant on last Friday's show, were you not?
I was. Yes.
Fantastic. And you entered into that contest under fair assumptions. You played the game correctly, did you not?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say so. Yeah.
And after the fact, were you sent any additional evidence that did show that the defendant might not have done things on the up and up?
I was notified by the prosecution, yes, in about an hour, I would say, after the event.
Were you notified by any other witnesses?
Not that I can recall, no.
Not that you can recall, no. Okay, so it was strictly from the prosecution's office that you heard that Ify might not have won the contest in a fair way, was it not?
Yes, that's right. I assume they were already building a case, but it's not for me to assume.
Mr. Sladowski, do you understand you are under oath right now?
Yes.
You do. Okay. There's no other person that you heard that maybe things might not be on the up and up from.
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor. He's answered that question.
Overruled.
God damn it. All right, Liz, you go.
Sir, when you were participating in the spelling bee and you were spelling a word, did you have anybody in the room with you telling you how to spell the word?
Like in this room where I am currently?
When you were in the room, wherever it was that you were when you were doing the spelling bee. It's Zoom.
No,
I don't know where you were.
Yeah, I was in this room. There was no one else with me.
Okay, and did you look up any of the words while you were spelling them online so that you could spell them correctly?
No, I think I would have done better if I had, but
why didn't you? Why not?
You know, I kind of felt like that's against the spirit of the inaugural Faded Drunk Spelling Bee.
And why would it be against the spirit of the Faded Spelling Bee?
I suppose I was really kind of just hoping to let alcohol and weed determine how well I did rather than anything else. And
were you aware of any other contestants, using more than just alcohol and weed to spell their words?
I not offhand, but I mean, there are a range of substances that could or could not be used or different methodologies. So
and you would agree that it would be only fair to your fellow contestants that you disclose if you're using enhanced means.
Sure, yeah, I would think so.
Okay, all right. I don't really have anything else.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Would the defense like to cross-examine Mr. Steve?
Please, Your Honor, I just have a couple of questions. Mr. Steve, you testified that you didn't see anyone cheat during the broadcast. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I was looking for.
Yeah, but you're Canadian, right?
Yes.
You guys have good hearts. So the first time it came to your attention that anyone may have cheated is when the prosecution sent you these video clips, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's all you saw were
Your Honor, was the witness sent the clips?
I was just going to say Objection Foundation.
Objection Foundation, yeah, exactly.
Well, you said he was.
Video clips have not been mentioned before.
Video clips had not been mentioned.
He testified that you sent him the what?
The screen clippings, and that he was informed by the prosecution that there was a cheating, but there was nothing from this witness about videos.
Oh, I apologize, counselor. So you haven't even seen evidence that Mr. Ify cheated. You've only been told this.
That's correct, to the best of my knowledge, yeah.
Your Honor, I move to strike all of his testimony as hearsay and the defense rests.
He's
with this witness.
We'll let him go.
He's a victim.
Why is he a victim?
Because he stole the fucking...
But he doesn't need to testify, sweetie. Let him go.
All right, fine.
Does the prosecution wish to call a third witness?
Yes, we will call... who do we got next? Miss Katie Nolan to the stand, please.
Can I be sworn in on my high school yearbook?
You can. Where are you from? Framingham or something?
That's right, baby. Ooh, the times of our lives.
We're in.
That says 2020 was when I graduated. 2005. Okay, sorry, go.
Ellen, please focus.
Yep, sorry, that's ADD.
Katie, please raise your right hand. Okay, raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Go for it, Mike.
All right, Ms. Nolan, please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Katie Nolan, and I work at a sports network called ESPN.
A nice little upstart.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ms.
Scrappy.
Nolan, and you were a contestant in last Friday's contest?
Yes, that is correct.
Fantastic. And you went into this with no added assistance, no outside assistance, no people helping you spell words, correct?
Oh, you're asking if I used any outside sources during the competition? The answer is no.
Correct. You.
No, I did not.
And why did you choose to not cheat?
Because, my family always taught me cheaters never win. And so it made me feel like if I had to cheat in order to succeed in a drunk spelling bee, that I would feel badly even if I won. And again, I'd like it to be clear, I'm just speaking about myself personally. I'm not making a judgment on any other people.
Sure. Absolutely. Liz, would you like to take over questioning?
No, go ahead.
No?
I literally don't know what your line of questioning was.
I haven't been here since 9:30, so you asked me 2 questions, so you got to give me something.
Ms. Nolan, did you at any time become aware that if he had an unfair competitive advantage during the spelling bee?
I don't think that we know if he did or didn't. I was
I'm asking you personally,
that's
to your
right.
knowledge.
Okay,
Yeah.
when I was aware. So I was sent a photo from Mike Malloy that said if he cheated about 30 minutes after the competition concluded, which came with a request of my time to then appear on another stream again the next week.
So it's simultaneously.
I'm sorry, I'm almost finished. I don't have to explain. I don't want to have to explain this part to you. I know you understand this, but my time, because of those 4 letters of the network that I work at, like sometimes you could say it usually is kind of expensive, and it is at the very least in demand. And so what I received was a notification that somebody had cheated, but tied to that information was a request for more of my time for free. And so I could see why someone, I'm not saying necessarily that I feel this way, I could see why somebody might feel like maybe they were being used.
Excuse me. I'm just going to throw it out there, Ms. Nolan, that the court really thanks you for your time, because we appreciate that it's not free, and justice is rarely free.
Before we let you go,
Wait, no,
Ms. Nolan,
did
my office pressure you in any way to testify?
Well, no, I wouldn't say there was any pressure. I would say that you invoked friendship, and you know that I like to consider myself. Yeah, but I like to consider myself a friend of yours, and you a friend of mine, and I show up for my friends.
Again, we thank you for your time.
You're so welcome.
Just to back up, you received simultaneously, you said, a photo that indicated that if he had cheated during the spelling bee, and we'll get into the photo a little later, and also a request to participate in the trial.
That's right.
Within 30 minutes, Mike had asked you to participate in a trial whereby evidence would be presented to find out who won the spelling bee righteously, rather than some quest on his part to ruin Ify's name because he cheated.
Those are your words, not mine. I would say I did very much look forward to seeing evidence being presented, but seeing as I'm the 3rd witness and I have yet to see any presented, I'm not sure if I'm starting to really doubt the intentions of the trial, to be honest. And I understand it is no longer Black History Month, but it was when the competition took place, and therefore I do feel uncomfortable with this proceeding much longer. Thank you.
And the photo that you mentioned earlier that said that Ify had cheated, what was this photo? Was it a screenshot or just a photo of writing of some kind?
Am I allowed to look? I have my phone right here. Am I allowed to look at it?
Sure.
Because if I'm honest, as with most texts from Mike, I usually just kind of glance and then
that's really fair.
So I don't remember any of the details.
Same as fuck.
I'm fine with that.
I knew
Your
you
Honor.
could relate. So, sorry. So Saturday at 1:13 a.m. So I don't know. My time might have been a little off with the 30 minutes. It was an estimate. I got a text that said, "Yo, there's controversy," and it was a photo of Billy Joel saying portmanteau, Anti-Alice saying portmanteau. Am I saying that word right? Dip Yo Stick saying portmanteau. A whole lot of people just saying that word. And at first, because I had been drinking,
it was
okay. Just for the audience who wasn't
what did
there,
you ask?
myself.
Was
that a word in the
Yes.
spelling bee? Yeah, because I wasn't.
Well, so and because the rules of the contest, which I'm learning now, weren't very tightly upheld anyway, so I probably shouldn't have followed them. But the rule was to drink every time, certain things happened. And so by the time I got this text, I was pretty drunk, and I had no idea what he was talking about. So I just wrote "damn" with a lot of A's.
All right.
So that's basically it. He said we're stripping him of his title. Was the next text. So it seemed to me like his intentions weren't justice. It was revenge. And I think he thought because I was a finalist in said competition that I would be a welcome audience for that message, like that I somehow deserved to win the title. And if I took down Ify, that I would get to have that title. But I believe the record would show I still failed to spell emphysema. So the title is not mine to have.
And at what time were you asked to participate in tonight's trial?
So at 1:41 a.m. So that's pretty close. Saturday at 1:13 was when I got the picture, and at 1:41 so we're holding a kangaroo court on the Twitch, likely Friday. I'm going to prosecute, and if he can either defend himself or nominate someone. If you want to testify or give a victim impact statement, we can leave time for that.
So he reached out to you not to say that you were some kind of winner, but to ask you if you wanted to make a victim impact statement at the trial or testify. Think about that. All right. I think
that wasn't a question. You can't just end a question with "all right," then it kind of becomes a statement. If you were asking a question, I would say—
You can't object, Katie.
He did offer me to give a victim's impact statement. It didn't really seem to care if I felt myself a victim.
Oh, that's how you interpret the text message that you just read to us verbatim that didn't say anything.
Objection, Your Honor. She's arguing with her own witness.
I'm just asking the question, Your Honor.
We never said she was a good witness.
You actually never asked me any questions before this trial, which is, you would think, not a good idea when you're going to call a witness.
Yeah, I know.
I
really wish that I had participated.
Yeah, you think I was going to do extra work for this?
Anything Mike does.
You didn't realize there's a reason ESPN doesn't let me do live TV? I go off the rails, baby.
I love it. This is great. I mean, you're like kind of fucking up our case, but I really do love you. And
I would love to see a case. I want you guys to prevail if that's the way that justice goes. But I haven't seen a single piece of evidence, and I just feel like it might be a witch hunt.
Except for the picture that you mentioned. That seems like evidence, does it not, Miss Nolan?
Yes, but had I not brought my phone with me, then you wouldn't have evidence. It sounds like poor planning on your part.
Yes, but
no, it's okay.
That's
she
fine.
answered the question. We can
we're good.
rest now.
We're resting.
We're good. Thank you.
Any further questions, prosecution?
Nope, we rest.
Would the defense like to cross-examine Ms. Nolan?
I just want to state on the record, I've been a fan since ESPN Snapchat, and you have tripled that tonight. I have no questions for that witness.
Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Would you like me to ask you some questions?
No,
it's just
okay.
that was perfect.
No, you're just really good. It's fun to watch, so I'm just going to go back to watching it.
Does the prosecution wish to call any further witnesses?
Do you really want to call this?
Yes, we'd like to call Donovan Strain to the stand, please.
Mr. Donovan?
Good evening.
Mr. Strain, please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Donovan Strain. I'm a writer on a video game. Thanks for asking, man.
Absolutely.
Mr. Malloy, please allow the bailiff to do his job. Thank you.
Oh, yes, Danny. Swear him in, Bubba.
I mean, thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate that. Donovan, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the whole truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the whole truth, so help you God?
Yeah, sure, man.
Awesome. All right, proceed.
Mr. Malloy, please proceed.
Okay. Mr. Strain, you were a contestant on Friday's Spelling Bee, were you not?
Yes, I was.
And you didn't use any ill-gotten means to boost your performance, did you?
I was hoping the drinks would boost it, but it did the opposite.
Mm-hmm. And so you also have nothing to gain by having Ify stripped of the title, correct? You wouldn't be, this isn't something like with Miss Nolan's testimony where you can see, oh, she'd become the champion. You know how much she wants to be the champion and she acts like she doesn't, but like, you know how much she wants to be the champion. She'll say like whatever she has to like be the champion and be on Faded, like every week if she has to, because it's like how like she makes this all about her, like how she like can't be trusted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty
so like
fucking,
not like that,
surprising,
right?
What's
man.
the question?
It was like a whole whirlwind. I was caught off guard, man. I mean, like if I could tell what happened that evening, I think the jury would understand, you know, how it all came to be. But it was madness.
Yeah, why don't Mr. Strain? Why don't you?
I'll make it
start from the beginning. How did you see this evening?
It was all started. It was nice. It was cordial. Me and Tyler, we were bonding over this common friend we had that works at DiGiorno's Pizza. And then it started getting crazy. Nitz unmuted herself and tried to spoil WandaVision for everyone. Everyone's going. She was like, "Hey, everyone see WandaVision last night?"
Can I object?
No, you can't object, Nitz. You're a fucking witness like later.
Kangaroo court. Everyone settle down.
Please continue, Mr. Donovan.
Donovan, no slandering other witnesses.
To be honest, I had 6 White Claws, so I'm doing my best to remember, but that's what I remember. She was like, "Hey, WandaVision. Everything's going crazy. Papers are flying in the air. That poor kid, Danny, who was the hostess, he was in the corner crying his eyes out. And this is when everything got really fuzzy to me. And by fuzzy, I mean, I kept looking at that fuzzy dog on William's screen. The dog was wearing a shirt. I couldn't get my eyes off it. I was just in this trance. I lost track of time, 20 seconds, 20 minutes. I didn't know where I was, staring at this damn dog. Once I come to, all hell has broken loose. Everybody's wearing a bucket hat, okay? I think at some point, Bailey challenged everybody to like a Paddington Bear lookalike contest, and she was in the lead. Then Mike Malloy rips his shirt off, and he puts his foot down on the tomfoolery. And he tells everybody that if we don't go to the finals, he's going to poke us in the eyeball. So there we are. It's the final.
No, wait, objection, Your Honor. That is not what I said.
Your Honor, he can't object to his own witness. That's
not who I said I was gonna. I said I was gonna fing.
Now
Dan
he's testifying, Your Honor.
Right, okay.
I said I was gonna fing Dan Crenshaw's eye hole.
Dan Crenshaw's eye.
This is madness, Your Honor. He's testifying and leading his witness.
I agree with you, Mr. Morgan. Mr. Malloy, please continue with your next question. Move this
So we move on to the finals. It's Katie, Tyler, myself, Ify. I get the first word. Danny gives me xylophone. I knock it out the park. The crowd's going wild. I think Shaker got up and gave Zach a hard high five and it like stung him. And Zach's like, well, I don't know my own strength, you know, moves on to Ify. And this is where things get like M. Night Shyamalan twist. They give him the word ratatouille. Now, I don't know about you. And I'm not saying that Ify isn't a fantastic individual because when it comes to smarts, he's top tier caliber, okay? But I don't think a human has ever said ratatouille spelled correctly without help. And he did it in under 60 seconds. So you do the math.
And Your Honor, I know most of what he said sounds like it either didn't happen or
objection, Your Honor. He's testifying again.
Or like he imagined it. But
Your
like
Honor.
We have several witnesses that can also say like 90% of that stuff really
testifying.
Did happen.
Mr. Malloy, please proceed.
Okay.
Especially the next part with WandaVision. That for sure. I remember
She did ruin it for us. But that's neither here nor there. Now, Mr. Strain, everything except the thing you said about making it to the finals was pretty much accurate. You were knocked out after
objection,
the second
Your
round,
Honor. He's now summation. He's given us a summation of the testimony.
No, I have the fucking statistics right. I have the fucking chart right in front of me. He was knocked out after the second round.
I clearly remember spelling xylophone out loud.
That was actually never a word. You said it several times throughout the spelling bee. You asked for it to be a word several times throughout the spelling bee. It was the one word that you had committed to memory before the spelling bee, but it had never come up throughout the spelling bee. Is that correct?
Now, yes, I think that actually is probably closer to what happened.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Would the defense care to cross-examine Mr. Donovan?
I'd like to try, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
How's it going?
Hey, man. Thank you for that. That was wonderful.
You're wonderful, man. You have beautiful eyes, man. Are they green or blue?
They're blue. I appreciate that. I just wanted to ask, you testified that you were blackout drunk for portions of this show?
I was so drunk that halfway through the contest, I tried to call Malloy on my phone and ask him what he was up to tonight.
So halfway through the competition that you're currently testifying about, you contacted the producer of said competition and said, "What's going on tonight?"
I was so blackout, Enron got another bailout.
Your Honor, I could not possibly have another question for this wonderful gentleman.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan, for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Would the prosecution care to call any further witnesses?
Yes, we'd like to call one Trilly McGinnis to the stand.
Mr. Trilly.
Trilly McGinnis. And by the way, I did not cry during the spelling bee, but if I did, it would be great because men should cry more, and that's what I would like to say before I swear in Trilly McGinnis.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Caneo.
Sorry. Trilly, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Your book.
I do. Yes.
Mike, you may proceed.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at Katie Nolan taking pictures of her yearbook.
No, I just found a hot teacher, and I'm like, who the hell is this?
What? You're going to jail.
No,
I know that it isn't illegal, but that feels illegal.
Mike keeps trying to send people to jail, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a history of this.
Look at this. Can you see him?
Let her take her pictures, man.
Oh,
why is he so hot? He didn't teach me anything. Who is this guy?
He's got the 99 JT Brillo.
Go ahead.
What was I doing? Oh, I'm a lawyer. Trilly, please state your name. You don't have to give your government name, but just make up a fucking name and make up a thing you do, since you're the only civilian here.
I'm Trilly McGinnis, and I'm an engineer.
Fantastic. And you were a contestant on last Friday's show, were you not?
That is correct.
All right. And how far did you make it in the contest?
I know I misspelled cotillion. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was the third or the fourth round, but I did not make the finals.
Fantastic. And throughout the game, you played everything by the book, did you not?
Yeah.
And you drank as you were supposed to drink. You didn't.
Oh boy, did I ever
drink. You didn't have any assistance.
No. The drinking is why I don't remember anything after I misspelled cotillion.
Oh. All right. Well, prior to that, were there any inclinations that you got that the defendant might not have been doing things as on the straight and narrow as you were?
I mean, he was running his own Twitch stream and he was looking left and right at the stream constantly. So you were witnessing that firsthand, correct? Oh, absolutely. It was
objection,
obvious.
Speculation. He can't possibly know what my client was looking at.
That's his firsthand observation.
That's his firsthand.
He just said so.
He was speculating as to what he was looking at. He just knew that he was turning his head.
No, I did not speculate what. I said he was turning his head and he was looking at other screens.
You said he was looking at the stream, sir.
Screens. And he had mentioned, and he had briefly told us that he had told us prior that he was simulcasting on his own Twitch stream.
So at the very least, we have, in your estimation, you did see him rebroadcast, redistribute, and retransmit.
Objection. He used the word estimation, Your Honor.
Faded Enterprises.
He's
did you
quite
not?
Objection. He's
Mr.
quite
Malloy,
literally using the word
ask
estimation.
The question, Your Honor. So you concluded that he was looking at the other screens because that was where his Twitch stream was, correct?
Objection. That calls for speculation. He can't possibly know what was on Mr. Ify's screen.
Did Mr.
The defendant. Just if you can't say his last name.
No, I'm actually trying to.
Here we go.
Did Mr. Malloy ask you? ask you to manufacture any kind of evidence or speculate as to what the defendant was or was not looking at during the stream, or did you affirmatively approach him?
No. After the stream, I received a direct message from the prosecution who said it looks like there was cheating going on. I replied, "Oh, really?" Let me pull it up.
We'll allow that, right, Drew?
So, yeah, so here are the exact quotes. Friday, 11:43 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific next Friday, Ify is standing trial on Twitch. My response, haha, I'm not gonna lie, I blacked out and have no idea what happened. Turns out drinking bourbon was unwise.
And Your Honor, for the record, I do want to state that this was after.
Your Honor, he cannot state anything. He cannot testify.
After
we know you want to state, Mike. You always want to state, but you can't state.
Yeah, well, I just did. I stated.
Mr. Malloy, continue with your next question, please.
So when you were informed that that there was some cheating going on in the spelling bee, were you surprised to hear that?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Nice.
I just got thirsty.
You have to answer.
I was surprised. It honestly, cheating in a drunk spelling bee never occurred to me as something anybody would do.
And did you come to know the means by which Mr. Malloy accused the defendant of cheating?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I did not. I guess throughout the week I saw on the
how he had cheated. Did you know how he had cheated, or did you just hear?
Objection,
Mr.
asked and
Malloy say
answered.
that he had cheated.
Not directly
it wasn't
from Mr. Malloy.
He had said that he'd seen it. He didn't say who he had seen the evidence from. I had alerted him that there was a trial. I did not send him that evidence, though.
I apologize, Mike. I could have mistaken. I thought he said he had not seen it. I apologize also to the witness.
Continue prosecution.
Go ahead. This is your line of questioning.
That's all I got.
All right. We thank you for your time, then.
Prosecution rests.
I just
Would the defense? Thank you, Mr. Morgan. You're very Southern and sweet. Would the defense care to cross-examine Mr. Trilly?
Just a couple, Your Honor, and I apologize. I'm starting to get a little loose. Sir, I just have a couple of questions. One of your responses, I think you said that your response was, "Oh, really?" Is that correct? When you first heard about the cheating? It's fine if it's not. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
I mean, that was the first thing that, I did not respond. That was my first thought when I saw the message. I apologize.
That was your first thought. Okay. And I think you also stated that you actually, you know what? I think I'm good. You were surprised to find out cheating had been alleged. Let me ask one more question. Did you say that you had gotten so drunk you couldn't remember the second half of the contest after you were eliminated?
Yes, that is true.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no more questions.
All right. Would the prosecution care to call any further witnesses?
Yes, we have
one more.
We have William. We are calling to the stand. Or no, we do have one more after this one.
I'm sorry.
Are we missing
Megan?
Oh yeah, where is she?
Well, you told me she wasn't coming until like an hour ago, so maybe you got your wires crossed.
No, I had her on the witness list. Let me.
You did on the second one you said. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying
Megan can't make it.
Megan can't make it.
We do.
There
she sent a She did text a statement.
A statement. Can we read it?
Can we submit? Can we submit this?
Your Honor, that would be literal hearsay. With
I'm not even going to look at it. I'm going to copy it.
You just asked whether Megan was here. Clearly, you want to hear from her.
You clearly want to hear from her because you redheads love to.
I would love to hear from her, but without.
Mr. Malloy, order.
May I make my objection?
Yes.
I would love to hear from her. I don't want to hear Mr. Malloy read it without an opportunity for me to cross-examine, which is why in America, the greatest country on earth, Michael, we have defense lawyers who will cross-examine people, except for
Here's
Canada.
what I'm willing to do.
You are right,
I copied the text from Megan blindly.
I believe you.
We're going to withdraw our request. Mike, we're going to withdraw our request.
Oh, it turns out it's not a good statement.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Ha, you idiot. I was willing to fucking give you something, and you're such an arrogant little shit that now you're not even going to get a bite of the apple. Go.
Mr. Malloy, this is not a court. This is a court of law in the Republic of Faded. Please. Mr. William, would you raise your right hand, please?
Oh.
William.
Oh, William.
William and Ruby, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth? Don't wake her up! Don't wake her up! Oh! Now she's up. Well, she's a sweetheart. Oh, and her arm is raised. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you dog God?
Yeah.
Proceed.
I missed the part with the dog hand up. Can you do that again for the screen?
Yeah, Mr. Goodman, please raise your dog's hand again and tell us all her name and how old she is and what breed she is.
And this is Ruby. She is 10 months old, and she is a very sleepy golden doodle.
Oh, does she know any tricks besides sleeping like a sweetie pie?
She knows a few. She can sit and lie down, and we're working on others.
Oh,
she can wear t-shirts. Put the shirt on.
And she can. Yes.
Such a great. Oh my God, we need to do faded dog merch. That's a complete aside.
We do have we do have a baby onesie out now.
Oh, baby onesie is good, but we also need dog merch.
Malloy relevance.
Yeah,
fucking everybody needs
also,
a baby onesie that's relevant to everybody.
Technically, Your Honor, Drew is the one who has to object to that, but you have a fair point, so we're going to keep it moving. Mr. Goodman,
but also, for the record, I want it stated that you can buy a onesie that has the Faded logo on it.
That's fair, Your Honor.
And I want pet merch. That would rule, Mike.
We should get pet merch. We gotta do like a
merch.
bandana.
Yeah,
for
sure.
dog. That'd be tight.
Mr. Goodman, did you participate in last week's Faded Spelling Bee?
I did indeed.
How far did you progress into the spelling bee?
Not very far. I got hung up on jambalaya, I missed the A, and had a truly horrendous spelling of potpourri.
Yeah, those are hard words. Did you watch the entirety of the spelling bee after you were disqualified?
I did.
And did you have any impressions as to whether anybody seemed to have, more skills than you anticipated that they would have, or perhaps weren't necessarily performing on their own volition?
I don't know if I necessarily agree with the statement. Other skills, or anticipating that everybody came into this an even playing field, I would say.
And what did you mean by even playing field?
I felt like everyone had an equal opportunity to win the contest.
Right. And you were alone during your spelling bee, wherever it was that you Zoom casted from?
Yes, this space, the only other person that was here was Ruby. And at one point, my girlfriend came to come and grab Ruby and bring her to the other room, but that was not during my turn.
Did either Ruby or your girlfriend give you any of the words, how to spell them, or did you look them up while you were trying to spell during the spelling bee?
Sure didn't, or I would have gotten potpourri correct as opposed to getting it very incorrect.
And why didn't you look it up or ask your girlfriend to help you?
Because I wanted to do it on my own and be wrong in my wrongness if that was indeed the case, which it was.
Respectable. Did he get the video? Did this guy get the video from or the screen clippings? You've never told me where you got the fucking screen clippings from, Michael.
Oh, I mean, do we want to go to the video?
Yeah, can we do that now? Can we just do that now, for God's sake?
Kenneth, can you pull up our video evidence? Let's
sidebar, Liz. Yes, we can fucking do that. I respect you.
Let's just do that.
Yeah, let's just fucking. Let's roll the dice. Could be either.
Jesus Christ.
It's a video. It's a video.
You got a good case, Mike. Really killing
Get it wrong.
I'm sorry, this is a legit technical question. How do I see it? Go to the Twitch stream?
Get it wrong.
You've already
For
seen
the win.
You've already seen
I would like to see
I need to know which one it is,
it.
buddy.
I have not
the
seen it and
video
would
that
love
you
to see
said,
it.
"Oh shit,
Turn my
this is
switch off.
bad"
Damn.
to.
What?
I did not say that, Your Honor.
You
First
said,
of all,
this
See,
is
your
not
word
good.
is
What do I do?
portmanteau.
No, I didn't.
You said, "Oh, I'm scared.
Okay.
How am I
Get
going
my
to
phone.
defend my client?"
Portmanteau. P.
Order.
Let me get my
O.
See the video?
Kenny, do you
You are
want
to speak to me,
T.
the jury, and the witness only,
M.
not to Mr. Morgan. Thank you.
A. N. T.
No, the one with the full
E. A.
scope where
U.
you can see
Damn it!
Ify's
Damn
guilty ass face looking
Objection.
at the guilty ass chat.
Jesus.
Mr. Malloy,
I'm just, spicing up
That's not necessary.
spicing it up. What?
We apologize, Your Honor.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Fine. I
Is
apologize
hemorrhage.
Ooh, hemorrhage.
Kenny,
Hemorrhage.
please.
Hemorrhage. Like your head getting hit and it gets hemorrhage, correct? Or would you like to use it in a sentence?
the big video.
I'm
Big
thinking
video.
Do you say it? Mike, can I hear you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, Mike, can we get a
Mike, can we get a
gotcha.
sentence from
Okay,
you?
we have, so the evidence that was submitted, the evidence
Good,
in
so like
question is a screen recording.
HEMORR.
Wait, no, I'm
How long is the video, Kenny?
AGE.
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the video was a screen recording of the Salt Squad chat, the co-broadcast that was occurring at the same time as the contest last week on Ify Nwadiwe's stream. And it contained
The N is
Salt
silent.
Squad
Nwadiwe.
members. I'm sorry?
The N is silent. It's just Nwadiwe.
Thank you. I asked you how to say your name properly, but you ignored.
Oh yeah, you did. I was caught up getting this crawfish ready, but I just wanted to hear you say my name right, because I appreciate you, Neela Nwadiwe. All right, that was out of turn. I just wanted to see how that
So
sounded.
back to the evidence that was just submitted by the prosecution. There are multiple members of the SALT squad spelling out Ify's word and him getting it correctly in the contest.
Your Honor, can we say for the record what that word was?
Yeah. It was so small I couldn't see.
Interesting.
You've been sent the original video though, have you not, Your Honor?
Are we talking
I don't
about the
believe
one
I
he
have.
won on? Or are we talking about?
What's that?
Kenny, was it the championship word? Do you know?
No, this was earlier in the thing, but he would not have qualified for the later rounds.
Respectfully, Your Honor, and for the record, Mike, I'm fine with you showing that one too, but the one you just showed was the final one. I'm fine with you showing both, but I just want everyone to know you just showed the final clip. I saw the word.
Are we talking about the portmanteau one or the
Yes, that's what I saw.
one?
I saw
Hemorrhage
portmanteau
was on
on
there
the
too.
screen.
Oh, okay. I was talking about the hemorrhage video, the
So
video where we have your client.
For the record, I'm
with his
fine with
hand in the
Kenny.
cookie
I'm
jar,
absolutely fine with Kenny playing that proving nothing video. Kenny,
He
so
already
the jurors.
he already played that. That was the
Okay,
video
so
that he
okay, so he played them both. I just caught the end of the portmanteau one. Okay.
Yeah, no, we got the hemorrhage one too.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, I'm fine with that. I want the jurors. I would
Where
not
your
keep
client
anything
pretended
from
he wasn't sure what a
Yeah,
hemorrhage
can
was.
somebody just
asking
drop the
for-
link to the video?
Oh
Would
yeah,
not-
I don't. There's
Why
not
are you not
it's
doing
not
this
a
in
link.
real
It's not a
time?
link.
Can
It's-
somebody
Would,
make a link for the freaking video? Somebody drop this somewhere, for God's sake.
Fine, I'll put it on. Oh, I'll put it on. You know what? I'll put it on Twitter. Here we go.
I would like
She
to
has
wait
a
till
point. She's
after
here
the
doing
trial.
what she's good at, which is being a lawyer, and you're supposed to be good at running this stream, and you're not really holding up either end of the
I'm not good at
bargain,
running
Malloy.
this stream either, Katie. That's why I have Kenny here.
Exactly. The jury really does need to have the video.
Okay,
evidence,
well,
and
I can't tweet from my account because I'm suspended from Twitter.
Oh,
again.
right. So you gotta
One
do it
second.
from
Mike, will you state for the record why you're suspended from Twitter.com?
Nope, that is irrelevant.
Why am I suspended?
Because you did.
I
something
threatened to beat
about-
up Keith Oldbergman.
Yeah, Keith Olbermann. That was it worth it?
Keith Oldbergman? Yeah.
Did you say old Berman?
Yeah.
Keith Old Birdman.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Is it posted?
He was taking shots at Russian heritage.
So. Yeah, the tweet has been sent.
Tweet has been sent for the jury's consideration.
Would the grand jury please refer to said tweet for the evidence in question?
And I will also
call
drop
it
it in the
Exhibit
chat
A.
as well. We will call this Exhibit A. This is the motherfucking kill shot, baby.
Yeah, just want to state everyone can follow me on Twitter right now at Drew Moore Comedy, and I will tweet my evidence after Ify gets it into evidence refuting these claims. Ify will do the same once I get him those videos.
Well, that's it. I think we rest.
Yeah, the defense or the prosecution rests.
Right?
Thank you.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Would the defense care to cross-examine Mr. William?
No. Mr. William and I are good. I like his sweaters. I like his dog. He's a good dude.
Good situation over there.
Then without Megan, the last witness, then the prosecution rests. Now we are on to the direct examination of the defense. Woo, we made it, people. Would the defendant, Mr. Nwadiwe and or Mr. Morgan, present their case?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to call to the stand Mr. Nwadiwe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Nwadiwe, please raise your right hand.
Yes, I just want to point out I will be swearing in on Gucci Mane's Guide to Greatness, another black man that was stopped and condemned by America's justice system and had to. It keeps blurring it out, but it is. Please believe me, it is Gucci Mane's. Hold on.
I believe you, Mr. Nwadiwe.
Okay. My hand is on it. My other hand is raised.
Ify, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Gucci?
Yes, I do.
All right. Proceed.
Mr. Nwadiwe, thank you for being here. I'm sorry that you have to be. First of all, let me ask, just to lay the record, you were the contestant and winner of the Faded Spelling Bee last Friday, yes?
Yeah, this is correct.
And we're here obviously because you've been accused of stealing that trophy. Is that correct?
This is correct.
This is not the first time you've been accused of stealing something by Mr. Malloy, is it?
This is correct.
In fact, he accused you of stealing something that very night before the competition had ever really even started, didn't he?
This is correct.
If I could get producer Kenny to bring up exhibit number 4 for the defense.
Is it in the? Okay. Can someone describe it?
That is the wrong picture. I apologize. I will review just 1 second, and I again apologize. 4. That's okay. You're killing it.
You're doing great, producer Kenny.
Now, this is a video, so if everyone could allow it to play. If you,
Mr. Nwadiwe?
What is who's very loud?
That's Ify's aunts. They're prematurely celebrating his not guilty. Go ahead.
Yes, we have crawfish in the back.
Yeah, go ahead and mute the crawfish party for me, buddy, while we play this video. Did you ask me to share my screen and do it? Okay. It's number 4. That is not correct. That might be my mistake. Yes.
Don't get defensive. Don't get defensive. Just leave your mic unmuted and everyone stays. You're muted again, you fucking moron.
Maybe they were right. Maybe these people are.
Andy, thank you for holding us together.
Has it ended? For those of you who are on the Zoom, if you would like, I will do a screen share if the Zoom host will allow me, and I'll play it for you guys. It's very
Yeah, because
short.
I never have, Your Honor, I've never received any of this evidence. This is bullshit.
Oh, then we object strenuously.
Yeah, we straight up object. This
Your
is
Honor,
bullshit,
may I
Your
respond?
Honor.
Your Honor, may I respond? May I respond?
Go ahead, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, the defense is not required to provide their evidence, especially in the case when we're not sure if we're going to use it until we hear the evidence that the state presents. This is a very basic rule of criminal procedure.
Mr. Morgan, did you not state on the telephone conversation with me today that you had evidence that you were fucking back pocketing?
No, sir, I did not. What I stated to you was, depending on your evidence.
You are under goddamn oath.
Mr.
Yeah, well,
Malloy.
I'm not, but I would like to respond.
Mr. Malloy, you are not.
Probably are. You probably are.
Order. Mr. Malloy.
Mm-hmm.
It is not your turn to speak.
I still need it. Can you put it up on the screen, Drew?
Yeah, we still don't.
I will do that. Let me go to my Zoom, share screen. Wait, let me go back. Share sound. Share. Here we go.
Smoke that? Holy shit.
Bro, where are y'all at?
I did.
No, is that fucking Carl?
Yeah.
Did you steal that from Swordfish?
I don't know if you guys caught it. I'll play the end back. Listen to Mike.
Steal that from Swordfish? Did you steal that from Swordfish? Did you steal that from Swordfish? Did you steal that from Swordfish?
Well, I don't even understand. I can't even hear what I said. I said, did you steal that? From what?
Well, I think you said the mover. I'm not sure what you asked him.
Convinced he said, "Did you
No,
steal
but
that?"
He already said that he
there's
did.
context there that needs to be displayed.
He's not a
whatever I
witness,
said
and
was
his testimony isn't being entered into the record.
Yes, but the evidence is being entered into the record of this video, and this video clearly shows that Mike Malloy asked Mr. Nwadiwe, did he steal his birthday meat? My man had a birthday.
No, there is clearly
stealing his birthday.
There's something that I said that would make that make sense, because I don't know what that doesn't make sense without whatever the last word is.
You're kind of an asshole.
Mr. Malloy, it is not
that
your
wouldn't
turn
make
to
sense without whatever that last word is.
Quiet.
Mr. Morgan, please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just have a couple more questions, Mr. Nwadiwe.
That is
it has been
absolutely bullshit.
Mr. Malloy?
Fine, I forgot I'm muted. No, not muted. Sorry. Go ahead.
It has been established here that some of your stream viewers, I apologize if I don't know the right words. I'm just a simple man from a tiny town. They did send you messages that night. In fact, some of them were misspelled, correct? You're still muted, I think.
Mr. Nwadiwe, are you still here?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still muted. Yeah, there were many messages. I actually, if I may take this moment, Drew, to explain how Twitch works to some of the newer Twitch streamers in the.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, see, I've been a member of Twitch for 5 to 6 years. Been to Twitch headquarters many times. Hosted many shows for Twitch.com. As a matter of fact, in this Zoom right now, I think it's discernible that I have the best quality camera. I'm in 4K. Everyone's looking a little fuzzy. No judgment. It's just my hard work paying off. Super Punch on TBS was live. And so, yes, I know about chat interaction. Much like this court case has been going on for at least, it looks like 1 hour and 16 minutes. There's been no chat interaction. And that's a very important part of Twitch streaming. Now, when I came upon the chance to do the spelling bee, not only did I invite my chat to play along, but I did tag Faded LA in the initial tweet. So they would have known, and if they had any objections, had the chance to let me know before I even brought the camera over to me.
And in fact, that very night, you said to your fans, did you not? Please stop sending me incorrect spellings. I'm not even going to do that, bro. You spelled it wrong.
Yeah, because I'm not in here. I wanted to do it fair and square.
All right, Kenny, can you bring up exhibit number 5?
Your Honor, why would he object to stop sending? Why would he say stop sending me incorrect spellings?
My point, thank you for allowing me to make it in the vein of responding to your timely objection, Prosecutor Malloy, is that he was getting misspellings. So why would he trust his fans? And he said that out loud to all of you. And if Kenny could play that clip right now, everyone would be able to hear that.
Guys, it's Ify's birthday. He can spell it however he wants. He got it right.
Hell yeah.
Chad is purposely spelling it wrong, trying to fuck. I ain't reading y'all. All right, we got.
Would the prosecution in the court like me to share my screen and do the double again?
Please, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and share sound.
Guys, it's Ify's birthday. He can spell it however he wants. He got it right.
Hell yeah.
Chad is purposely spelling it wrong, trying to fuck. I ain't reading y'all.
I ain't reading y'all. Interesting. I just have a couple more questions, Ify. Sorry, I've got to scroll here. Actually, I think we're good here, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Would the prosecution care to cross-examine Mr. Nwadiwe?
Yes, we would, Your Honor. Thank you, Ify, for being here tonight. Where do we want to start, Liz?
Mr. Nwadiwe, you said it was you had rebroadcast the Twitch stream, the faded stream, the spelling bee. What was the purpose?
If I may,
yes.
I was not rebroadcasting. The vernacular for rebroadcasting would be if after the faded stream ended, and then I chose to play it within my stream. But technically, I wasn't even playing the faded stream. What I was,
but people are
broadcasting.
Let him finish his explanation.
I was broadcasting my desktop, which was a Zoom call, which we are all in. Not necessarily your stream. I have sponsors, so I can't just blindly rebroadcast other Twitch channels.
Call it when you're simultaneously kind of projecting somebody else's stream into your own stream. I don't know anything about technology.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. So to answer that question, it was never his stream. This is like, for example, you may be streaming the
I'm asking you a hypothetical question and you're not answering it. I asked you, what would it be called when somebody shares their desktop screen simultaneously as they're showing somebody else's broadcast?
Oh, that would be called a regular Twitch stream.
A regular Twitch stream.
Yes, a regular Twitch stream.
Okay. So a regular Twitch stream is what you ran when you were showing your followers Mr. Malloy's spelling bee.
Correct.
Okay, and so what was the purpose of sharing Mr. Malloy's spelling bee simultaneously with your own stream, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, before this, I considered Mr. Malloy my friend, and we've done a stream together where I was giving him tips on how to do a Twitch stream, and I was really excited to introduce my Salt Squad audience to his audience because I feel like he is funny, he's good at comedy. I've done his live faded show many times in the art installation store, and he's a very funny guy. If you've heard his stuff, good comedy. So I was hoping to expose
pandering, Your Honor, pandering. This is pandering. He's pandering.
Let him say it.
None of this stuff's true. He's lying.
Objection,
Your Honor. I'm not good at this. I'm terrible.
We know.
I'm not even fun to be around.
Malloy,
He's clearly not even a good witness.
Mr. Malloy, you have an issue with interrupting people as they are trying to speak. And the defendant is trying to speak right now. Mr. Ify, please continue.
Sorry.
So I was taking it as an opportunity to not only create content for my own stream, but hopefully get Faded Comedy LA, more followers. As a matter of fact, I have the stream up now when I see a lot of the Salt Squad present and following and participating in his chat.
The Salt Squad, that's your Twitch stream.
Yeah, that's usually most streamers like to name their community. I believe that Faded has yet to name their community yet, but yes, my community is the Salt Squad.
So, and is it fair to say that you took on sort of like a mentor role with Mr. Malloy in terms of how to run a Twitch stream successfully?
That is true.
Is it also fair to say that you sort of wanted to show him who the big dog was?
That is untrue. I'm trying to get all my comedy buddies on Twitch. I don't know if you know of people like Ninja and such, and I think we're funnier than all of them. So the more comedians and funny people I can get on the platform, I'm happy about it.
As long as you're still funnier than they are.
No, never that.
Well, I mean, that's kind of just what you just said, but that's okay.
I'm sorry if I did say that. I'm more
you did not.
It's okay, Mr. Nwadiwe. It's okay. Go ahead.
Ask about the money. Yesterday when the news of Looney Tunes or the Space Jam 2 dropped.
Objection, relevance.
How did you feel?
He's literally bringing in cartoons, Your Honor.
Of Lola Bunny being less
It
sexy.
sustained it. Don't unanswer that. She sustained it.
It speaks to the credibility of the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Malloy, please ask a question that is relevant to this trial.
It speaks to the.
So in your estimation, in your opinion.
Objection, speculation.
I'm asking him his direct opinion.
Yeah, direct opinion.
And
it's overruled.
Thank you.
It's overruled.
In your opinion,
I'll drink too.
Did you? Thank you. Did you feel like you won the spelling bee? Was that sort of your way of honoring this mentorship that you had with Faded and sort of hey, I'm here to show you how it is, but I also won.
That's a very good question from the prosecution. I will say it's less about the Faded spelling bee. As you see, I compete on Twitch. I've been on Twitch Rivals. I competed in Apex Legend, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and soon to be Fall Guys next month. So whenever I'm in a contest on twitch.tv, I take it seriously and I do it fairly. And I do it in front of my audience.
Anything to win?
So what is fair in your opinion? I mean,
fair is simply not cheating, no aim bots, no hacks, no wall hacks, any type of speed hacks as well. I wouldn't also use any type of mods that were unauthorized by the parties that be.
So would you say crowdsourcing would count?
Honestly, yes, I would say crowdsourcing would count, which is why I specifically made it clear early in the stream that I was not reading the chat, as my lawyer.
You made it clear that somebody in that
objection
had misspelled
objection. That's
word.
not a question. She's arguing.
I'm asking him. You made it clear that somebody had misspelled a word earlier, correct?
Yes, but if I may.
And you did not say. I'm sorry. You said yes, but you did not say that you were not going to read it at all anymore.
Objection. He absolutely did. He absolutely said that. Run it back. Run it back.
No.
So at no point from that point on, did you read your Twitch stream?
I did.
There's no evidence of you looking
Actually,
at
I want to be very specific because I do want to make this. Like I said, I'm all about being above the line. I'm all about being fair and square. And like
how could you have known that somebody misspelled it if you had not read it?
Because after I finished spelling it, I looked up, and that's when I noticed.
But you said earlier that you did not read the chat at all.
No, see, that's why if you would have let me finish, Mr. Malloy, which you haven't let people do many times, I was going to say I'm going to be above the line. When I'm not spelling, I have to interact with my chat. That's Twitch 101, baby.
So when you're interacting with your chat and your chat is spelling words for you, how is that not cheating?
See, as you can see, I felt this might come. I felt this was going to happen because I was not reading it, but I wanted to be so clear.
You said earlier,
please let him finish.
Because I did not. I was not reading my chat, but to be especially clear, because even on the off times when I checked chat, people in my chat were accusing me, and I was telling them no, you couldn't see because I was muted. But if you were to look at the footage for the last one, just to let chat know, I specifically looked at my wall this way. But there's one thing I want to refute before I finish, because someone mentioned that because I'm not looking at my camera, that I might be cheating. My camera's up here. I have a Canon C100. Like I said, I'm a professional streamer. It's up here. I can't look at that. You're right here. I want to be looking at your beautiful faces. Bailiff Danny, good hair, looking real snackish. Steven, got good guitars too. Drew, I already commented on your daughter. Neela, future wife. William, looking great in the polka dot jacket. Trilly, looking
Mr.
good
Ify?
with that red hair.
I appreciate your sentiment, Mr. Ify, but you will refer to me as Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, my future wife. So
I got a new hat if you didn't know.
Yeah, no, that hat is looking real fly, and I'm gonna need to find out where to cop because I love tigers.
Check it.
But I have to, as you can see, as I'm looking all of you in your face, I cannot look into my camera because it's up here. I rest my case.
Understood. So there's a difference between a camera and a screen. Am I correct?
That is very correct.
You say you have a camera. How many screens do you have in front of you right now?
Oh, that's a very good question. I have 2.
Okay. And where are they placed?
You have one right over here, which is where usually I'm gaming, but where I'm looking at all of your wonderful faces. Right here is where chat is, currently the Faded LA stream. And that's all there.
Have they always been there?
It's always been there. But that's also where my feed is. So that's where I check, to see if my stream.
Your Honor, can we interrupt the testimony to look at the dog?
Yes, please. Let's look at this dog. This is a cute dog.
Hi, Bubby.
Time out for
agree that this dog needs to be looked at. Hi, Myrtle.
Unfortunately, the viewers at home of the trial cannot see. But
Kenny, can you put Myrtle on the screen, please?
We got it.
Producer Kenny's on it.
Kenny's on it.
Thank you, Kenny. Myrtle.
Listen, justice is important, but hey, look at how cute she is. Hi, Myrtle. Go give her belly rubs. Oh, a cute little puppy.
Okay, that's enough.
All right, that's enough. All right. Back to.
All right, Mr. Nwadiwe, I appreciate your candor during this testimony here, and I appreciate you putting yourself on the line. It is, your right not to testify if you choose to. I just wanted, if I may, recap some of the things that we heard here. Is it correct that you said that reading the screen when your followers were giving you words would be cheating, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And it is true that at one point, at least during the spelling bee, you looked at your screen and read the words that were being sent by your Twitch stream.
I'm going to take more time to answer this because I don't want it to be taken out of context. Because at one point could mean anything.
Question,
at one
Mr.
point,
Nwadiwe.
at
Mr.
one point
Nwadiwe,
after I answered, yes, I did. After I answered.
Mr. Nwadiwe, we will have a chance to redirect. I got you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
So the answer is yes.
After the answer, yes.
I'm sorry?
After
yes
I
or
answered,
no, Mr. Nwadiwe?
After I have spelled yes.
Your Honor, argumentative. Direct him to answer the question. Yes or no?
Objection, Your Honor. He answered.
Yes, yes.
The answer is yes.
Thank you. We rest.
We rest.
Your Honor, may I redirect, please?
Please, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you very much. Ify, I just want to address some of the things that came up there. First of all, you acknowledged that you looked at your Twitch stream at various points during the competition, yes?
Yes, sir.
And you brought your Twitch stream there in order to share fans with the Faded community, yes?
Yes, sir.
And you acknowledged, and I showed the video, that at one point after you answered, you saw that someone was sending you misspelled words on purpose. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You also testified that during the final one, which Mr. Malloy has rested a lot of his case on, when he showed that someone typed in portmanteau, you were in fact looking the opposite direction, were you not?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kenny, could you please bring up number exhibit 6? And I will prepare to share my screen for everyone else as you do that.
Okay. Portmanteau. EAU.
Damn it! Damn it!
Ify Nwadiwe, that is correct.
You knew it was French.
Let's
French.
Incredible.
Perfect game. On his birthday.
Thank you very much. And I will now share my screen for the court with sound. We're sharing it now.
Portmanteau. PORTMANTEAU.
Damn it! Damn it!
Ify Nwadiwe, that is correct.
I really like that view of you putting up the muscles. You're looking good, my friend.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now, Mike stated during his strange cross-examination of you that you would do anything to win, when in fact, Mike has stated that he would do anything to win this trial. Is that true?
This is correct, sir.
In fact, he put on Twitter that he would do anything, including cheat, to win this
Your Honor,
trial.
objection.
Your Honor, nothing could be more
this
relevant
person he's
to this
mentioning
case.
is absolutely unreliable and can't be trusted at all.
Mike is correct. The prosecutor is unreliable and cannot be trusted at all.
That person on the internet, Mike Malloy, who's been suspended from Twitter, he can't be trusted. I don't know
We're
that
Faded
guy.
Comedy.
We're a different guy. This is I'm faded. I'm
overruled.
Thank you. Thank you. Kenny, can you just bring up the picture? Exhibit 1. All right, and I will share my screen. I will share my screen one last time. Give me 1 second. Can you read that tweet for the court, Ify?
I would love nothing more. I will do everything in my power, including cheat, which is bolded, to make sure Ify Nwadiwe can never hurt any of you again.
Objection. If we're not allowed to talk about, prior events between the defendant and prosecution when it hurts the prosecution, then we can't do it when it hurts the defendant earlier. And I can't
Respectfully, Your Honor, I offered to go get my phone. I would be happy to show the exchanges between Mr. Malloy and myself as it comes to evidence.
Oh, sure. Let's do that, Drew. Let's do that. Do you want to do that? You want to play fucking, you want to be funny? I'll be hilarious. Let's read it. Hold on 1 sec. No, let's do it.
No, Mike, I would like to get my phone to make sure you don't selectively read. Your Honor, I would prefer to just move on to closing arguments because I am.
I'm good with moving on to closing arguments.
I would also like to move on.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Well, the defense is. Would the defense like to call any further witnesses, or are we done?
Your Honor, we rest, and we think it's time to move on to closing. Thank you.
Okay.
We agree. We agree, Your Honor.
Both the prosecution and defense have now rested their cases. The attorneys will now present their final arguments. Please remember, viewers at home, all 111 of you, as well as the grand jury, what the attorneys say is not evidence. However, do listen closely. They are intended to aid you in understanding the case. Prosecution, you may begin. Mr. Malloy, Ms. Liz, please proceed with your closing statement to the jury.
Members of the jury, we thank you very much for your time. This went on, I think, much longer than it necessarily needed to. We can all agree. I just want to bring your attention to a few important points. The defendant, Mr. Nwadiwe himself, admitted that if you look at your side stream of Twitch during the spelling bee, where people are giving you the spelling of the words, then you are cheating in the spelling bee. And he then admitted that he looked at his side Twitch stream during the spelling bee. Therefore, I submit that you are all logical people and you can decide for yourself whether looking away for the final word after you had clawed your way to the last round over the heads of the others who were participating who did not have a Twitch stream in front of them. Is that cheating? That's for you to decide. I submit that it is.
Thank you, Ms. Liz.
And I
Mr. Malloy,
concur.
Okay.
As lead counsel, I concur.
For sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I believe it is co-counsel, but that's neither here nor there. Mr. Nwadiwe, Mr. Morgan, please proceed with your closing statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate all of you being here. It's been, as the prosecution correctly pointed out, much too long. It's about time they got one thing correct. When we started this trial, I asked you to keep track of 3 things. And those 3 things were that the prosecution wanted a trial before there was ever even a crime. Mr. Malloy stated in text that this was going to be a kangaroo court. He said on the stream last week that he was a lawyer. This is a kangaroo court cosplay party. I told you that's what it was going to be, and that's what it was, because the second thing I asked you to keep track of was the evidence. Let's talk about their evidence. Number 1, portmanteau. You saw yourself that Ify's head turned towards his wall as he tried to remember back to his parents' homeland in Nigeria, the French he grew up around. How do you spell that word? And he remembered it. It came straight from his head, and you know that. You know that it did. You saw him look the other direction. So whatever was going on that stream, you saw him looking the other way. On top of that, he offered you evidence of the word hemorrhage. If you look at the evidence he presented, the SALT squad, none of them spelled hemorrhage the same way. None of them. If you go back and look at it, they had 30 versions of that word. The fact of the matter is he presented to you weak evidence. And the reason why is because he didn't have any. And they are correct. My client had nothing to hide. He decided to testify for you guys, even though he did not have to, because he had nothing to hide. And he came on here and he told you, yes, I was engaging with my Twitch streamers. I did that out of the goodness of my heart. I was trying to share fans with the Faded community. And yes, when I did it, I saw them spelling things. And you saw him live during the spelling bee say, damn, y'all don't even know how to spell. Because he knows how to spell. That's how he knew that. The whole reason we're here is because they got upset that my client knows how to spell when they can't even spell or say his last name. This man is a champion. Not only is he not guilty, he's a champion. He's the man. And the third thing I told you to keep in mind was that Mike Malloy had it out for my client. Did I or did I not show you evidence that he accused this man of stealing a brisket on his birthday? The last time I saw anyone accuse a man of stealing a brisket on his birthday, we had an all-out drag out, and that is how Hatfield and McCoy's started. I usually don't dive into
This is straight up bullshit, because that didn't have context. Whatever word I said would either have explained what I was saying, or maybe even made it seem like I was not talking to Ify at all.
Time to speak. Mr. Morgan, please close up your closing statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm wrapping up now. As you guys can see, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Mr. Malloy cannot wait, cannot stand it, cannot keep himself from accusing people of doing things they did not do. He's done it to my client, and he just did it to me, and we're tired of it. You must find him not guilty, because he is not guilty, and they did not present any evidence of his guilt. Thank you.
Thank you, the defense. Yes. Members of the jury, members of the Republic of Faded, you have heard all of the testimony concerning this case. It is now up to you to determine the facts. You and you alone are the judges of the fact. In just a moment, the producer Kenny will take all of us away and you into the jury breakout room to consider your verdict. One of the first things you will want to do is select a jury foreperson that will preside over your deliberations. It will be the foreperson's duty to sign the verdict form when you have agreed on a verdict. Whatever verdict you render must be 7 out of 10 unanimous. That is 7 out of 10 jurors must agree on the same verdict. Producer Kenny will now escort you into the deliberation breakout room.
Wait a minute, I object. And if we need to get out the phones, we can. Mike, you told me that it would be guilty if 7 out of 10 went guilty.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
Maybe I misunderstood. I thought that you said, Your Honor, and I so apologize if I'm wrong, that it had to be 7 one way or the other. Like, what if it's 5-5?
No.
Okay. That's my bad. I'm drunk.
I need 7 people to agree with me.
Okay, that's my bad. I've been drinking.
On any of the counts.
Mr. Morgan, take a drink. Yes. Okay, Great. Members of the Republic, please stay tuned about 5 to 10 minutes, and we will return from recess with a verdict.
So, well, now I'm talking to everyone. There's no, we're just here. Like I could make this, I could make the Zoom big for everyone, so the people at home could watch. The jury's in Discord. I don't have Discord.
Does
So
anyone? What you're saying is, does
hang
anyone
out,
have
like,
a type
while
5 they could run?
Yeah, go. Do whatever you want to do. I don't know what. There's no protocol for this. This has already been like
I
juggling
hear more from
chainsaws.
Donovan. I'm just gonna be honest. I'd like to hear more from Donovan.
Donovan, you have the floor while the jury deliberates.
Donovan, you're on mute.
Ever since Ify brought up the crawfish, I've been really waiting to tell you. I got my cats crawfish flavored treats. They go bananas for this shit. Watch this shit. I'm gonna crack it open. One of them's gonna show up in seconds. Hold on. You use these things? Does anyone have a cat?
I got a dog.
I feel like I run like a cat hotel. I'm like a head manager of a cat hotel more than anything.
Man, hell of an outing from the pets today.
Can everyone put their pets on screen?
Yeah, I think everyone is.
If you have a pet. Yeah, there we go. One more, couple more.
We got Myrtle on. We got Ruby on. It's a whole freaking.
Okay.
What? So Kenny's got a cat. Kenny's that Batman? Unbelievable.
There we go. Can I get the camera? Okay.
Hey, we got Donovan's cat.
This is just one of my many cats. I have 2.
I have no idea where any of my dogs are.
And we should probably be good hosts, Mike. If you have any questions in the chat, we'll answer them. Throw them in.
Yeah, absolutely. We should probably, we have a couple of minutes. Why don't we'll probably do another drunk spelling bee again. We had fun, and this was like, this is fun to do. We all had fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Mike, I'm going to read some of the comments. Buffoonery.
Yeah.
I don't have access to that. Is that?
I think Mike's got
Mike,
that.
could you deposit all of the evidence to
Kenny? They have that. I sent Fancy Drew the Zoom link, so she's the foreman. She'll hop on and give the verdict when she's ready.
But are you asking for the evidence, Kenny, so they can review it? Yeah, that makes sense.
They are. All right, let me drop it in there real quick. Hold on.
Okay, so Kenny, forward what I sent you to Mike so Mike can send it to him. And Kenny, please make sure Mike sends it to him.
We got some.
Your Honor, that's pretty. What is he implying by that?
No implication. I'm just asking Kenny.
I
just appreciate Kenny. I really appreciate him, and I appreciate your
swing
honor.
you around by that bolo tie of yours.
That's not what I'm wearing tonight because one of Ify's fans made fun of it. So I was like, oh, they're not going to get the joke. And they think that I'm actually a goofball. I was going to do the whole thing, Mike, hat and all. And then I was like, nope, no one will get that I'm kidding because these people don't know me and they're going to think I actually dressed that way.
Oh, Mike, this is a good question. What happens if Ify's found guilty? Did we ever?
If Ify's found guilty, obviously we've already said that it's a life sentence for every count.
Well, okay, I want to bring his aunts on who are there with the crawfish boil to testify on his behalf at sentencing.
The only thing that'll happen is he'll be stripped of the title. I haven't even decided who would become the champion because, frankly, somebody is pretty unappreciative of the platform that we grant them.
Who?
On Facebook.
Who?
You're my favorite person in the world, Katie Mellon.
I think we should have an impromptu spell off. Are the other two finalists here? Just one.
Tyler did not want to make himself available because he felt bad about he knows how
he thought he was not guilty. Just say it, Mike.
He knows how he said bury Ify under the jail is his exact words.
No, I know him personally. He's my roommate actually, and I'm kidding at this point. I'm making all that part up.
Let's pull up exactly what he said if you want.
No, Mike, we can't do that. The jurors might be watching.
This is incriminating evidence, clear ploy to buy time. He knew the definition, still asked for the definition. Please throw him under the jail.
Man, it sounds like Tyler's racist. I'm kidding.
It sounds like somebody's mad. It sounds like somebody's mad they lost. You know.
Yep. That's what it sounds to me like.
I feel like if
And he also
were
did
here,
point out that you didn't know what an HBCU was.
I mean, see, and that's here's what's going on here. I knew it. I know it's East Coast versus West Coast. This is modern day Tupac
I don't know what a
Biggie.
Florida A&M is.
A modern day Tupac versus Biggie. But just know we holding it down in LA, and we ain't got need for all that. Okay.
Mike, if you were on trial, I just want you to know that I would tell you that you're the one who is responsible for the rules being upheld in this community, and nobody ever even asked me if I was going to cheat or told me that I couldn't cheat, and that feels like your fault.
It's
unrelated
all
to any of
assumed
that,
that
I
we're
have
not
to
dorks
repeat for
and that we
everyone in
wouldn't
the Zoom
cheat at
that
a
Katie
fucking-
Nolan is an American hero. I
at a
think
fucking
she should
drinking
be renewed for
Absolutely.
a million seasons.
Would you call her an ally?
more than The
Iffy?
Simpsons?
Would you call her an ally, Iffy?
I'd say an ally.
back
I'd
to
say
Bristol. I hope
definitely
you
on
have
the
to
Mount
move back to
Rushmore of
Connecticut.
allies. Mother Teresa, Katie Nolan.
Question for producer Kenny.
I hope they call you to the fucking the mothership. and you
Mother
have to-
Teresa also was like sneaky not great. I found this out recently.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
I'm
she's
taking
problematic.
Mother
Let's
Teresa
cancel
on
her.
currently the ally.
Stop.
Mount
We'll bring
Rushmore.
her to
problematic.
Katie
Hey,
Nolan.
for Dr.
That's it.
Seuss.
It's just a mountain of Katie Nolan's face, and I'm okay with that.
Anyone? Hello, Mike.
Yeah. Hello. What was your question?
The jurors still don't have the evidence. And they require
I forwarded Drew's evidence to Michael. It's in his
Malik, I did not
Gmail.
say that.
Michael, can you please drop it in the Discord, please?
The person
I-
I was just
Mike, for the record, they said they didn't have any evidence, so I think I'm not about
Like-
to accuse you of anything, brother. It sounds like they didn't get any of it. You know what I mean?
I'd like-
the prosecution had any evidence. I would like to take back my testimony. Can we talk about that?
Oh,
I wish I
Shut
had
up.
gone last. Listen,
Chance lying on me.
if he is innocent, the more that the defense
No,
presented it,
Your Honor, Your Honor, Your
the
Honor. she has
trial's
to stop-
over.
He's
You're
not
not
here.
listening to
Yeah,
it.
jury.
The trial is certainly not over, but Nitz, you already swore on. What did you swear on?
Well, hold on, Nitz. You don't have to take it back. You just gave your opinion,
She
and
swore
it's
on
changed.
Moses.
That's okay.
I'm just giving my opinion.
Yeah.
The prosecution was bullshit,
It's-
and that Mike had
Nitz, we're-
100%
I'm
just
kind of-
wanted this for the clout. Mike
kind of
wanted
with you.
another reason to have a show on a Friday night that would get him the viewers, and he knows if he brings the viewers, and this is all a sham, and I feel cheated out of justice, and that's it. I have to go soon.
That's fair.
We
Mike,
yes,
Chris,
we all
stop
have
there.
better places to be, unfortunately.
I also
thank
don't think you
Nitz.
put on a great case.
Thank you,
Oh my
Nitz,
God.
for sharing your opinion, though.
dancing with William.
We will conclude this trial shortly, as soon
Yeah,
as
wait,
Mike sends the evidence.
And
I was going to say, Neela, do you know if
Oh,
when
one
they
sec. Is this
when
like
they
for
come in
some
with the
reason
verdict?
it's not up?
Say that again, Bailiff.
Do you know when they come in with the verdict? Is someone going to text Kenny or shoot us a message or something?
I believe yes, they will hop into the Zoom as soon as they come up with the verdict.
Sweet.
So Mike has officially sent the evidence. Mr.
I-
Morgan, just so you know.
I would like to
Awesome.
point out that I was given about 35 to 45 seconds to prepare this entire stream, and therefore, me and Batman, I don't fucking know. I haven't
I
slept
think what
since
Kenny's saying
yesterday.
is he deserves a round of applause.
Don't do that.
Kenny, you were
Don't
incredible as
don't do
always.
that. That makes me feel awkward.
Thank you, Kenny. You're incredible.
Bailiff Danny,
Let me do
liking
it
the
correctly
laughs.
first before you clap.
Thanks, Drew. Someone in the chat said you sound like Matthew McConaughey, and I don't know if that's a compliment for you.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't, but I know how it goes. You know, it's like they're just Southern is all one thing, which I get. I'm fine with. You know, I'm kind of fine with.
Hey, do you
Most of the
work
time,
on,
it's not okay.
Jury duties? Do you work on those?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I get kicked off of every jury duty because I was a trial lawyer.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I did jury duty one time, and the judge apologized to everybody and let me go home early.
Because of what you said?
Yeah, because they kept laughing, but I was being serious.
I believe that.
And they were like, "Oh, do you think a Ford Explorer could be used as a weapon?" I'm like, "That's a freaking rhinoceros on wheels, man!"
Yeah.
And then the fucking place erupts and shit. And I'm fucking serious because this person on trial, he deserves a fair trial. Everything I'm saying, they're fucking laughing. So then I say, hey, judge, man, I'm trying to fucking be real here. He straightened up. He straightened up. He stood up. He apologized to the court and said that he let this get out of hand and that I was right and that I got to go home and I didn't have to do any more jury for the rest of the day. I was out of that building at 10 a.m.
Wait, Donovan, was this a vehicular manslaughter trial, or did someone just say, "Hey, a Ford Explorer, is that a car?" Oh, it was a legit, like someone made.
Yeah, somebody got pissed off and they lost a pool game, and so then in the parking lot, the guys are, "Oh, fuck you," and got in his car and ran the dude over.
Oh,
and so they're asking me like, "Could this be used as a weapon?" I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? It's a goddamn rhinoceros, man."
Donovan, we have a question in the chat. Are you single?
Me, no.
Ooh, yikes! Sorry, chat.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Well, it just got really silent. So does everyone want to go around and say their status? No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Nets. Do you want to let everybody know?
Absolutely not.
I mean, dogs, quiet.
So the jurors are still deliberating. Nothing is working, obviously, as you.
How are they still deliberating? Mike put in zero effort to this trial.
Listen, Katie, I'm not smart. I've explained that many times. I've showed that many times, and still, you people go, "Oh, Mike's gonna do this right." Whose
not
fault
smart?
is it?
No, it's not about not smart.
At this
pal.
point, whose fault?
You're
is it?
combative.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, you weren't making points.
He's from Boston.
At people for having a conversation. You were yelling at people for making points, and then you weren't making points, Mike.
That's right.
Wait, Mike, I think I forgot this. Mike, you're from Boston?
That is correct.
Oh, then we know Mike doesn't like black people. We know it's clear.
Ify, I didn't want to play
it. Never been racism in Los Angeles.
Ify, I didn't want to play that card.
That's what happens.
Anyone's been to Boston, they know Mike doesn't like black people.
Boston comes up, everybody turns into James Baldwin, and then when their city comes up, they turn into Mark Furman.
I think Drew has to give access to the files.
I have to what?
That's the issue.
Drew, you might have to have given access to the files.
From email, the exhibits that you sent, all he's getting is like you're denied access. You need
two of them were links because they were such big files. So I guess I need their email and then I'll do that.
I just want to say, I'm from Framingham, which is outside of Boston.
I assume, Drew, your client and you don't want to drag this out. Do we want to just have the jury render a verdict based on what they've seen?
Yeah, I'd like them to review my evidence, Mike, but I appreciate that you put in effort to do something. But Stephen, I've been trying to reply to you, and I accidentally replied to Ify. So yes, I love Jerry. Hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike. Stephen and I are trying to be friends. I love Jerry Douglas. My wife's the musician in this house, though. I play around on that resonator, and I'm terrible. Your Honor, can you give me the email of the person or Kenny who is asking for it, and then I can give them access? I think.
Luckily Paul is sharing it with the group. Fancy Drew's here. Fancy Drew, how are you?
That's not me, right?
Connecting audio.
Not you. Fancy Drew is the foreman of the jury.
I'm gonna say no one's ever called me that.
You're dumb, Drew.
Yeah.
To your face.
Yeah.
Stupid Drew. Idiot.
All right, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you ready to return from recess?
Yes, we have come up with a verdict.
What say you, Fancy Drew?
So the jury, with a margin of 7-3, has declared a verdict of not guilty against all charges.
Thank you, jury, for your
against all charges. We have them on the fucking rebroadcasting.
No, you don't. That's a simultaneous stream, baby.
Adjourned, and
I was asked to give a shout out to the defense lawyers' delightful Southern drawl and to Ify's silky as fuck voice that may have possibly swayed at least a couple of jurors, but.
I declare him. I move for a mistrial, Your Honor.
You should have let Liz talk, Mike. You were smoking cigarettes during the trial.
But Liz brought some excellent strong points, and it was a tough call. It was a very tough decision. So
thank you very
thank
much.
you for your service to everyone.
Hey, Ify, let the SALT squad know we're gonna roll him up in a fucking RICO case. Conspiracy, racketeering,
Your Honor,
intimidating witnesses, intimidating the judge. Let them look over both shoulders. Let them look in between their legs if they need to.
Your Honor,
we're coming for that ass.
May I humbly request that Ify be allowed to address the court as champion of the spelling
May I
bee?
humbly request he not be able to?
Your Honor, and
It is highly unusual.
long enough.
We're
It is highly unusual.
shit.
Court is adjourned, and now this is back to the Republic of Faded as a Friday night stream. So please go ahead, Mr. Nwadiwe.
Well, I gotta say, I'm real excited to eat this crawfish. Even more excited after all this.
Hey, send me that address in the chat, my friend.
Oh yeah, pull up, Drew. You are
breaking
more than welcome.
quarantine in Los Angeles.
I gotta
COVID
say,
hotspot.
I gotta
disregard for others.
I gotta say, you know, I am open to helping anyone get, you know, some love on Twitch. I think the Honorable Neela Madison might remember a raid I may have sent her way on her stream, a Faded Comedy, a raid I sent in this very stream and gifted 5 subs. I'm all for people on Twitch. I need more comedians on Twitch, and I need a Faded Among Us night. And I also need to talk to Mike because there's no reason this triumphant case. I saw Drew just lawyering his ass off, and also the Honorable Miss Khalifa lawyering her ass off at 2 frames per second. And if I could do anything going forward, it's to make sure that any future cases in Faded Night Court is broadcasted smoothly, cleanly, and so we can see all the frames going. And that's my only mission. I don't want to cheat. I just want to spell. And I just want my friends to be funny on twitch.tv.
Yeah.
I would like
Man
to.
of the people. That's a man of the people right there. VICTORY. That's how you spell that, Mike Malloy.
Yeah.
Ify,
As well,
quick
you will be
question.
invited to defend your crown next month.
Yeah.
Danny, we got to get the next Faded drunk spelling bee on the books.
Yeah,
we got
I
a
was
lot
gonna
of people
say.
that want in.
Yeah, we'll put it on the books probably in a couple weeks. If he isn't too hurt, you know, we kind of.
There's no hard
we went
feelings.
after him
I
tonight.
hope
We went after him.
that that's understood. This was all in fun. I had fun. I hope you guys all had fun. It
That
was
is crazy.
stupid. So is everything we do.
Yes, and we hope you guys enjoyed tonight. Are we wrapping this? Or should we just sign off and say goodbye and thank you?
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean,
thank you guys.
It's not
for,
like any of us have things to do, but like,
who knows?
I'm late to something in my
once
defense.
I'm not late
but
to anything.
I am. We're streaming Kingdom Hearts over at Malik's Twitch. You guys should go follow.
Game with
follow Malik.
fucking
He's
Goofy?
great.